Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Miles here.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Till my opponent offers you more money.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Only if you move to Mississippi, Boston.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Maybe if somebody helps you figure out the levers in the voting booth.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Oh, you finally learned how to make an X.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Oh, I've already got the aging astronaut vote locked up.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
And I haven't even paid you your dollar yet.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Just don't tell anyone else, Boston. It might cost me the election.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
It's no use, Boston. I'm not gonna make you head of NASA.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
You can vote for me 20 times, Boston, and I still won't marry you.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
I bet you say that to all the candidates.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Does this mean you've forgiven me for putting a leak in your catheter on your first launch?
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Well, ain't you sweet?
I'll miss you when I can't take you with me on missions like this.
Don't get sentimental on me, Boston. Besides, there won't be any more missions like this.
Everything okay with the explosives, Cora?
They're ready to pin the tail on Attila. Just make sure you tie them down right, Boston.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink. Brink here. Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
No one has ever been this close to an asteroid before, Commander. I cannot possibly know what is usual or unusual.
Is there anything that should make us reconsider the placement of the charges?
The original choice of quadrant seems adequate, Commander.
Do you see any problems, Brink?
As you Americans might say, Commander, we will kick Attila's butt.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
Let me know if you see anything unusual with the asteroid.
No problems yet, Commander.
Everything still look good for the placement of the explosives?
Unless Borden has some new information on the telemetry.
Everything okay with the pig?
Everything's fine as far as I can see, Commander. Miles can tell you more than I can.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
This is all pretty dull so far, Robbins. I hope you can find something interesting for your lead.
Commander Lowe, am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to be friendly.
And I'm trying to be a good crew member. Can't you forget for even 1 second that I'm a reporter?
Just want to make sure you're having a wonderful time, Robbins.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
Some people get vertigo when they realize that they're hanging upside down 200 miles over the ocean.
Do some of them throw up? Is that what you want me to do?
I thought it was something you might want to write about.
I actually had a pretty good career as a writer before I had you to think up ideas for me, Commander.
I just want you to be happy, Robbins. So you'll write nice things about us.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
I hope you're still happy, Robbins.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
You may write all kinds of deep intellectual stuff, Robbins, but I'll bet your paper runs a picture of the explosions on the front page.
We always lead with pictures of car crashes and explosions, or people like you will never pick up the paper.
See that big tool chest? We call it the pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the pig, Commander Lowe.
Everything okay with the pig?
As far as I can see, Commander.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robbins here. I read you.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes Blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
Let's blow up a planetoid together sometime, Robbins.
Oh, you think of the most romantic ideas.
You're kidding. That's the first time I've teased you and you didn't bite my head off.
That was the first time you didn't make fun of my profession.
I'll bet you make the pig the hero of the story, Robbins.
So far, it has the most attractive personality.
I was making a joke, Robbins.
I know, Commander. So was I.
What will you call it? Interview with a pig?
No, that's the title I'm using for the article about you.
I want you to know I'm very proud of my pig American heritage.
And pigs everywhere are proud of you, Commander Lowe.
Low out. Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
Is the pig properly secured to the surface?
Yes, Commander. The sensors are all active and it's ready to monitor the explosions.
Low out. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Lowe. What is it?
How's the pig, Cora?
It looks kind of lonely sitting here all by itself.
Low out. Low to payload, over.
I'm here, Boston. Yak away.
How's the pig doing?
Squealing its little heart out. You can tell Borden my baby's ready to monitor the explosions whenever you give him the order.
All this way just to lay down 2 little nukes on a big rock.
Another example of big government wasting vast sums of money on silly projects like saving the world. Come on back.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
I read you, Lo. What is it?
Do you think the pig will really survive these explosions?
Well, if Cora wasn't sure, do you think she'd let you leave her baby down there?
Low out. Brink. Come in, Brink.
I read you, Lo. What is it?
Have any theories about what a couple of nukes will do to a rock this size?
The low gravity of this asteroid suggests it is either hollow or porous. If it is hollow, the explosions may cause the asteroid to break into fragments of unpredictable orbit. But I consider this a very low probability. Most likely, the asteroid is porous, in which case it will absorb the shock like a sponge. There will be cracks and fissures, but the asteroid will hold together, and the tiller will move into a more or less stable Earth orbit.
If the radioactivity's at safe levels, you'll have a chance to explore the surface afterward.
That's what I'm here for, Commander Lowe. To be the first to explore and report on the geology of a new moon.
They couldn't have chosen a better man.
I was the appropriate choice, yes. That's why I was willing to interrupt my work in order to take part in this expedition.
Is the pig properly secured to the surface?
Yes, Commander. The sensors are all active and it's ready to monitor the explosions.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Robbins.
Looks like we're all set down here.
I agree, Commander.
Low out. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Miles.
Cora, did you ever pass notes in class?
All the time, Boston.
I feel like somebody's passed me a note, only I don't know how to read it. Cora, I gotta tell you, after this trip, sitting around in Congress is gonna be real boring.
Sitting around up here in the shuttle ain't exactly a thrill right now either, Boston.
How long will the pig hold out as a light source?
Plenty of time. If it starts to run low, we can pull my baby up to the surface and let the solar batteries recharge.
Low, over and out. Low to Borden, do you copy?
This is Borden.
Anything from Houston?
No, the tracking stations report that everything's fine so far.
I can't wait till I get up there and tell you what this is all about.
Oh, take your time, boss. I'm only going crazy up here, not knowing anything about what's going on.
The pigs seem to hold up pretty well in the nuclear explosions.
Yep, every now and then, the lowest bidder does it right.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
If it's not a message, then what is it?
It could be anything. Discarded garbage, a doorway. Maybe the message is simply not visible to our eyes. I don't know.
I'm thinking of giving this sucker a big solid push.
So far, your instincts have been good, Commander.
What do you think of Miss Robbins?
It's a little awkward having a reporter with us now that the mission parameters have changed. But I am sure she will maintain her professionalism.
Sorry, we don't have any better light source than the pig.
My problem isn't lack of light. It's lack of experience with the interior of asteroids.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low.
Robbins here. I read you.
Does all this mean anything to you?
It means that military secrecy is probably going to stop the scientists of the world from studying one of the great secrets of our time.
Thanks for your help, Robbins.
Relax, Commander. I know it isn't your idea.
Don't worry, Robbins. The secrecy won't last for long. We just have to have some idea of what we're dealing with before we take off the lid.
I'm as eager to know what these metal plates are about as you are.
I'm hoping Dr. Brink can make some sense of what we're looking at.
Whatever it is we're looking at.
Everything looks pretty strange with the light coming up on the pig like this.
My dad used to put a flashlight under his face on Halloween and scare the neighborhood kids. It made him look so eerie.
Blow out.
It's the pig.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
This is Borden.
I gotta tell you, it's hard to stay calm when you're floating around inside an alien structure.
Well, stay calm, boss. And be careful. Don't mess with things you don't understand.
Ken, my whole mission here is to mess with things I don't understand.
Well, I guess that's why you're in there and I'm out here.
Low out. Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Miles.
There's no reason you can't know, since security is locked down tight now. Attila's an alien artifact, hollowed out in regular geometric patterns.
I bet Robbins, the reporter, is going ape.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
What's that old saying? What happened to the curious cat?
I always thought that saying was nothing but a coward's excuse.
You're saying you approve of curiosity.
I've spent my whole life putting my nose where it didn't belong.
Have you ever had any experience climbing around in caves?
Not in zero gravity. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy it if I tried it.
I'm hoping Dr. Brink can make some sense of what we're looking at.
Whatever it is we're looking at.
Low out. Brink. Come in, Brink.
I read you, Low. What is it?
What do you think?
Well, this is a large shaft. We could fit through it.
Wonder how a mouse feels studying the cheese in the trap.
I don't think they sent an asteroid all this way just to trap a handful of mice.
Low out. Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
I read you, Low. What is it?
Does this make any sense to you?
This cavern has been shaped as a dodecahedron, but I have no idea why.
This looks like more than we ever expected.
Don't be foolish, Commander. I am a geologist, yes, but there are many geologists more prominent than I. Always I suspected that my work in archaeology was the real reason I was brought along.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Do you see any need for the pig to be in here with us?
No, I can see just fine without it.
Low out. Robbins, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Robbins.
Do you see anything significant?
That pentagon shape on the far wall. I think it's raised up from the surrounding surface.
Like a pedestal.
A pedestal, but there's nothing standing on it.
Unless we do. Who would have guessed Attila had a place like this inside?
Somebody guessed something, Commander. Or you wouldn't have been given your secret mission.
If we need the pig, we'll bring it in here with us.
I'm sure you'll make the right call.
Low out.
Low to break. Come in, break.
I read you, Low. What is it?
Any ideas about these metal plates lying here?
They look like the metal panels you pushed through the shafts up in the tunnel. Low out.
Robbins. Come in, Robbins.
Robin's here. What is it?
What do you think this place is for, Robbins? Some kind of temple?
That's the first assumption of most amateur anthropologists.
So do you have a better idea?
Have you noticed how the metal plates might be arranged to exactly fit that square indentation?
So what happens if I arrange the plates to fill the square indentation?
There's only one way to find out.
Low out.